Good morning, it's Wednesday, and that means it's time for another Cape May County Library reading recommendation video. And I'm your host, Natalie. I'm going to be recommending 3 different titles in videos that we're posting on Mondays and Wednesdays that will hopefully allow everyone to find something fun to read while we're all staying at home. I'm selecting from a variety of genres, and including fiction and nonfiction, so hopefully there's something for everyone. And let's get started. So the first book I'd like to recommend is The Expats by Chris Pavone. This is kind of like a spy thriller-ish contemporary novel. It was written several years ago. It's available on Libby in text. And our main character, Kate, and her husband Dexter have just moved to Luxembourg. So Dexter has gotten a job where he's moving the family out to Luxembourg. So Kate has decided this is a great time to kind of reinvent herself. She's going to be an expat living outside of the United States, her home country, and living in a new country that she's kind of never heard of before, not really even sure where it is. And she becomes part of the community of other expats, people who are from other countries and living in Luxembourg. So she's having fun reinventing herself. And then another American couple kind of comes onto the expat scene, and she and Dexter become friends with them. And as they're getting to know them, Kate feels like something's a little off. Who are these people? Are they everything that they appear to be? And as she starts to dig into them, she realizes that her own past might catch up to her. And she might also not know exactly what Dexter's been doing and what this new job is that is going on in Luxembourg. It's a great kind of a spy thriller. This is Chris Pavone's first book. We have his other books on Libby in text as well. They're all kind of cool spy thriller type books. So that is The Expats by Chris Pavone. Okay, and then the next book I have is a nonfiction pick. This is called Unruly Places, Lost Spaces, Secret Cities, and Other Inscrutable Geographies. So, as you know, I like to read kind of offbeat, random nonfiction. So this is a book, it's kind of short little essays, almost like little blog posts kind of format, and he talks about all different kinds of places and spaces and things that you might not find on a map, or weird spaces on Earth. So there's a couple of places that there's one place called Sandy Island, which has been on maps forever and was removed in the last 2 years because it doesn't actually exist, but it's always been included on maps. He'll tell you about a place called Barl, which is a bunch of Dutch and Flemish enclaves, and it kind of is on the border, and you can kind of weave in and out of the national boundaries. So if you're going into a grocery store there, you might need to cross from one country to another to go from the produce section to the meat counter. So this is very cool. It's a quick, fun read. It's pretty short. And it's just a cool exploration of places that you might never have heard of, and places that may not exist, or places that would be very hard for anyone to find. So that is Unruly Places by Alastair Bonnet, and that is on Hoopla in text and audio. Okay, so those are my 2 physical items that I have. My last recommendation, I don't always have the books available, so I've drawn a book cover for my last book, Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. So Riley Sager is like a new thriller writer. This is one of their most recent books. So in this book, which is available on Libby in text and audio, our main character, Jules, has found a new job. She discovered this job posting. She's kind of down and out, looking for something. She wants to move out of the apartment she's sharing with her best friend, and she finds this great job opportunity. It's an apartment sitter at this very fancy apartment complex called the Bartholomew in New York City. It pays a ton, and she goes and is interviewed, and there's a lot of weird rules, like you can't have any visitors. You're not supposed to talk to anyone in the building at all. And you can never spend a night away from the apartment. You always have to sleep in the apartment every night. And this kind of seems weird, but the money is great. And Jules doesn't want to ask too many questions. She needs that money, so she's going to do this. And of course, something weird is going on. So as she's living here and she's kind of slowly getting to know the other people in the building, as she's just going about her daily business, going up and down in the elevator, she realizes something weird might be going on. And she starts to talk to another apartment sitter whose name is Ingrid. And Ingrid confirms, yes, there is something weird going on behind the facade of the fancy Bartholomew. And right when Ingrid is about to tell Jules, she disappears. So Jules is now on her own. She wants to figure out what's going on here and what happened to Ingrid. And does this have something to do with her older sister, Jules' older sister, who disappeared 8 years ago? So that is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. We have a couple of other books by Riley as well on Libby. And this book is available on Libby in text and audio. Okay, so those are all my recommendations for this week. As always, you can get these books digitally through our platforms Libby and Hoopla. So you will need a library card to get all of these great reads and more. If you don't have a library card with us, we can get you one, no problem. You can go right to our website, cmclibrary.org. There's a link right on the front page to get a library card. We'll need some info from you and include an email address. And a staff member will get back to you and make you a brand new library card. Now, if you've had a card before or you don't know where it is or you're not sure what's going on with your library account, you can always email us and go to reference@cmclibrary.org, and another staff member will get back to you and be able to answer any questions that you might have. In order to get these, you would need to get into Libby and Hoopla, which are our digital platforms, like I said. You can get information about them on our website as well. If you go to cmclibrary.org, click on menu, go to borrow and ebooks. On the ebooks page, there are links to Libby and Hoopla. They are apps, so you can download them onto any device and you'll be able to read and listen to whatever you want. And if you're looking for more stuff to read while we're at home, you've gone through all the books that I've recommended, you can find a recommendations page on our website. If you go to the menu, go to help and recommendations, and on that page there are a bunch of links to other resources that will alert you about new titles coming out and help you find some authors that you would like. And that includes a link to a personalized recommendation form. So if you fill that out, let us know some other stuff that you've liked in the past, and one of our staff members will send you a personalized, curated reading list so you can find some fun stuff to read while we're all at home. And thank you so much for watching, and we're hoping to see you guys back in the library someday soon. Thanks so much. Bye.